are healthy and tasty, but every trip to the grocery store, they seem to get more and more expensive. Joining us now is Master Gardener Ed Sordiff with some tips on growing our own pepper plants. Ed, so nice to be with you. I feel like I'm in a jungle.
Yeah, we have a lot of peppers.
Just pepper plants, yeah. So one thing my peppers and one thing peppers and my mother-in-law have in common are they like warm weather.
Yes. Peppers are tropical just like tomatoes, and they absolutely love hot weather. If you're going to plant your peppers out in the spring and you can do it before the nighttime temperatures are 50 degrees or warmer, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to sit there and they're going to pout. They won't do anything for you. So you have to wait till the weather gets warm. Like this weather we're having now is perfect for peppers.
It's perfect. Now, obviously right now we don't have a garden in front of us, but we have the planters. But you can put them in the ground or you can actually grow them in your home in a planter.
Yeah. Peppers do actually very well in containers like this because the soil will warm, the peppers can go into places with full sun. Peppers do like to have at the minimum 6 hours of sun, but the more sun, the better for a pepper. It'll be happier with the more sun that you get. If you're going to start your own peppers in the spring, you have to start them really early. You have to do it at least 8 to 10 weeks. I actually started this little batch here, and I have 4 more bins like this at home from the one little packet of seeds that I got. And I did that about 8 weeks prior to the last frost, which is about May 31st. You can actually, they do really well under lights, I found. The fluorescent lights we talked about starting seeds earlier. And you can actually start them easier, earlier, and they'll do it really well for you, and you get more peppers. We're actually already starting to get some peppers here. You see the little flower?
Yeah.
And then right under it is a little California Wonder pepper starting.
This little one?
Yeah, it's going to become a really big red bell type of pepper.
Wow. Yeah. Now you put these containers in your home 8 weeks before the first frost, and you started them, right?
Well, I started them in little flats like we started the seeds, and then I divided them up and I put them in bigger pots, and then I put them right into here. Just a few weeks ago, actually, when I was able to get out to plant, and I put them in the garden also. And in the garden, you want to give them spacing about 18 inches apart. And here I put them a little closer because I'm going to be able to tend them, make sure everything's going well. They really do remarkably easy. They also have peppers like these on the side, which are the Mohawk patio peppers. These are actually specifically designed for container gardens like that. So you can see they're actually doing well. They probably started these a lot earlier. They already have ripened fruit there.
I know. Now, how do you know when it's ready to pick?
Well, you can pick a pepper when it's green. A lot of people do that, but then they get kind of indigestion. So if you're going to eat green peppers, if you don't want indigestion, a good thing to do is actually peel the skins off of them, and that'll be fine. When they ripen, like this one's ripening, more sugars develop, so they don't really irritate your stomach that much.
So these aren't yellow peppers, thers should be green.
No, these are yellow peppers.
Oh, they are, yeah. This one's kind of greenish though, but so they should be yellow.
Yeah, it's because it's starting to ripen.
Gotcha.
The ones in the front here actually are a lot more riper. There's a big one over here and over there.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're going to pick your peppers, a lot of people just go in the garden like a tomato, rip them off the vine. Pepper plants don't like that. The vines and the branches are very brittle, so you actually have to take a pair of scissors and cut them about 3/4 up the stem from of an inch up from the pepper plant.
All right, so you want me to demonstrate that?
Yeah, go ahead. You can actually, maybe this one here.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Right about there?
Yeah. And there you go. So the plant's intact and the pepper's intact, and there you go.
And now, are these sweet pepper or?
Yeah, these are sweet, so you can eat them just like a regular bell pepper. They're a little bit smaller, very tasty. They'll keep ripening also right after they're picked.
And you have a good tip for continuing to ripen your peppers once you take the plant out.
Yeah,
right?
At the end of the season, if you hear that a frost is coming, this goes with hot peppers or the sweet peppers like this. All you have to do is you're here overnight. The forecast will be a frost overnight. So what you do is you go in your garden, you take the plant, you pull it up by the roots, and you actually bring it inside and you hang it upside down. So any of the peppers that are green will continue to ripen on the bush.
So people have to remember that, put it in your calendar for when you hear about the next
And then you
frost.
get a lot more, yeah.
Yes. Now, peppers are a very, very popular vegetable to grow in your garden.
Yeah, the other week I did a top 10 list with of vegetables that people grow at home, and peppers are number 2 after tomatoes. So they really are popular, and they're really great for spicing up things if you can handle the heat. Also with peppers, if you can't handle the heat, you probably know this, you probably cook at home, you actually get rid of the seeds. A lot of the heat in a hot pepper is contained in the seeds. So
I learned that on Mass Appeal.
Yeah,
actually.
there you go.
Well, yes, so I did know that now, but you actually can save the seeds. And how long can you store pepper seeds for?
Yes, pepper seeds are extremely easy to save. You actually just, instead of going through a wet seed process or anything, you just open it up, up, you take the seeds out, you just let them dry, and they will actually easily last about 2 years or more, and just keep them in a cool, dry place.
That's so simple. And
Yeah.
maintaining them is pretty easy too. They like sun, they like the heat.
Yeah,
and
the thing to do once you plant your peppers, like if you're doing it in a container, remember I always use potting soil. Don't use your garden loam because it'll compact. So you get a good garden soil, maybe add a little compost to that. A nice balanced fertilizer will be good. Like a 5-10-5 for the garden, or you can use one of the packet ones for house plants and stuff for the peppers. Don't over fertilize your pepper, especially with nitrogen, which is the first number when you see NPK, which is like 5-10-5, because then you might get blossom end rot. So you can basically fertilize them when you first plant them, and then when you first see fruits forming, and that'll be good enough for the pepper.
You got a lot of advice. And the next time when I decide to start my pepper plants, I'm going to watch this segment again so I can remember everything. So thanks so much for being here, and I'm sure everyone learned a lot as well.
Okay, thanks.
Great to have you. And to view these tips and more, you can visit us online at mymassappeal.com later on today.